What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the newest episode of the Realistic Rebuilds. And as voted on by you guys, you wanted to see the New England Patriots. Now, I'm not 100% sure what year Tom Brady retires in this game yet, so could be 1 year. He could retire after year 1. Year 2, don't think we'll see him past year 3, but ultimately, this is a aging team. This is a team that has a lot of not 5-year rebuild friendly type players. So you have Tom Brady, who is perfect 99, coming off the MVP season, where unfortunately he did lose the Super Bowl, but he's 41. So you're playing with fire, not having a backup quarterback. So ultimately this whole rebuild will be, how can we replace Tom Brady when he decides to hang up the cleats? You look at everything else, I mean, you got their best, every other good player is old. Julian Edelman, 88, one of the best slot wide receivers in the NFL, 32. You got Gronk, who's, Gronk should be fine at 29. He won't regress too bad. Offensive line, we got to find a way to get Isaiah Wynn in starting, because I've seen many times when he's a free agent, he's like 95, 99. So I think actually what we're going to do is we're going to see if anybody's interested here in Marcus Cannon. Because with Trent Brown, we could slide him to right tackle and get Isaiah Wynn starting right away. Because, Tooney, Isaiah Wynn is small. He's an undersized tackle. He could play inside. But Shaq Mason and Tooney both are, young and developing. I fully expect these guys to be, mid-80s. So pretty much means, Cannon, what is he, 32? 30? He's odd man out in terms of age. So we'll see if we can get any value for him. Look at the wide receivers still. I wasn't even really noticing. They got like no one on the outside. You got Chris Hogan, who's almost 30, and that's about it. Okay. Defensively, again, kind of old. They got some good playmakers here that could be long-term options, like Stephon Gilmore, Hightower, Danny Shelton, Trey Flowers. This guy's a monster, man. This guy's a sim god. Last year seems to be a sim god this year. I think we had him in a live stream draft once. But Claiborne's old. Claiborne's, what is he, 30? 30. McCourty's old. Patrick Chung's old. Yet no one else really air linebacker outside of Hightower, and Devin McCourty's old. So this is going to be like we might have a lot of early success, but once they hit that wall, and they are going to hit that wall, it is literally going to be one of the tougher rebuilds that you will have here in Madden 19. So I'm ready to get into it. We're on a 2-rebuild losing streak. We've lost the Super Bowl and literally lost in the Super Bowl in the last 2 rebuilds. So we need to get back on top here with the Patriots. Let's get it. Looking for trade offers for Cannon. He is 30, so he probably has 3 to 4 years left as a starting tackle. So I will take literally the best trade. I'm not going to worry about fleecing anybody, because we saw, the kind of value that even an older tackle will get on the market by Dwayne Brown when Dwayne Brown went to the Seattle Seahawks. So we got a couple second-round picks just straight up. But it might have been actually that Vikings offer. That there could be strategy in it. Packers need a tackle. 2nd, 6th, and 7th. 2nd and 6th from Minnesota. Who do we want to make better? The Vikings always suck in the sim, so I'm going to give it to the Minnesota Vikings. So there we go. We got some more draft picks, and we've kind of sorted out the offensive line before the season even begins. All right, so here we are, around mid-season, 5-2. This is one of those rebuilds where ultimately the goal of a rebuild is to win a Super Bowl. We might very well win it in year 1. However, because it's the Patriots, it's more so what we can do later on. But I still will take the victory if we can get a Super Bowl win here in 2018. 2019, our team's looking pretty well, obviously. Looking at what we got to talk for contract extensions. Yes, Trey Flowers is a monster. We need to lock him up long term. Danny Shelton, sure thing. Now, here's kind of what I'm thinking. Is when you look at the D tackles here, they have Malcolm Brown. They run a 3-4, so you don't really need 2 D tackles. However, Malcolm Brown, from like a speed standpoint, if we're trying to make that comparison to Adrian Claiborne, who's the starting defensive end, Claiborne's old. Malcolm Brown is probably 2 or 3 points short on the sprint speed and acceleration in comparison to Claiborne. So I actually think what I'm going to do is, as soon as I can get out of Claiborne's contract, I'm going to move Malcolm Brown to one of the defensive end spots. It's good luck doing anything against that. But I'll make sure we can lock him up too. Come on. Oh, don't be like that. Trent Brown, need you. You're a franchise tackle for us. Thank you. All these other dudes can probably go. We don't have any other wide receivers right now. So, I don't want Chris Hogan for that much time. How much for 1 year? Can I get you on a 1-year deal? Oh, my God. He's 29. We might have a high turnover rate, because I'm not paying him that kind of money. I'm not paying like all these dudes these outrageous. No, it's not happening. So We'll definitely try to lock up Malcolm Brown. Like I said, I want to move him to D end because he is 24. He's definitely one of the young guys with that quick dev trait we can build around. But I mean, we got to get younger at wideout, man. At the end of the season, we lost 4 in a row to finish with a 10-6 record as we take on Bill O'Brien, you know, a member of this Patriot Bill Belichick tree, and the Houston Texans. So that was, I don't know what the hell happened here for this late season collapse. That was frustrating as hell. Let's spend a little skill point here for Sony Michel. I don't even think we talked about it at the opening. Sony Michel, beast running back from Georgia, looking to get his own. Unfortunately, you know, a back that's pretty similar skill set. James White is also not super old and probably is going to be a good fit for us long term. But yeah, look at this. Our offensive line is feeling it, and they're young. Man, that's awesome that the Patriot rebuild, we're not going to, like, unless we can hold on to our own, unless we can't, that is, our O-line set. We're not going to worry about drafting offensive linemen, which I guess might make the drafts a little harder because usually you can just fall back on O-linemen and get the job done. But we won the AFC East because the AFC East is absolutely terrible every year, anything but the Patriots, so pretty easy. Tom Brady, 4,700 passing yards, 31 touchdowns, 15 picks, so interceptions definitely high for Brady. Running the ball, I mean, it is what it is. Receiving 103 catches, 1,400 yards, and 8 touchdowns from Julian Edelman. That is a monster season. Gronk, a little bit down. I would expect a little bit more, but then again, I've rarely seen tight ends excel in the sim. Again, very much like the running game, is what it is. Defensively, we got 99 tackles from Van Noy. We got 10.5 sacks, 14 tackles for loss from Hightower. It's 9 TFLs, 7 sacks from Trey Flowers, 2 picks from McCourty, 2 picks from Gilmore, and a couple singles. Oh no, man, it's like from like an individual standpoint, a little bit underwhelming for what we're used to here for the New England Patriots. Tom Brady's still coming in number 10 for the MVP, which is kind of ridiculous. Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC went to Marcus Mariota. Tom Brady, man, who would have thought Tom Brady would be right in the lump of Josh Allen and Sam Darnold, somewhere in between, huh? Defensive Player of the Year went to Vontaze Burfict. We had Dante Hightower making the short list at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Josh Allen. Sony Michel at number 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Tremaine Edmonds. I don't even think we had, Jawan Bentley and Duke Dawson. Cool. Cool. So we got this opener here against the Texans. It's year 1. We're not going to play it. Hopefully the sim will realize just how good and a god Tom Brady is, Bill Belichick is in the Super Bowl, in the playoffs just in general. We can get to the Super Bowl. So let's get into this game. Not going to lie, kind of worried that the Patriots aren't going to play well in the sim, but we'll see. Especially for how bad Madden has been. Like, the last couple rebuilds have been very frustrating. A lot of ugly things that ugly things that irritated me from Madden 18 have been creeping up, at least from a sim standpoint. Like, the most fun I'm having right now in my videos is the Huskies, because I'm actually getting to play with it, and there's no sim. And I just feel like when I play this game, how it's kind of meant to be played, Madden 19 franchise mode is fun, but when I have to rely on the sim, like, look at this shit, man. Come on. I actually kind of hope this isn't Brady's last year. I mean, ultimately, this rebuild really starts when Tom Brady retires, but I understand that I have a certain window that we could try to win with Tom Brady, and knowing that maybe there's a chance that we get a couple big free agents that we can land, a big couple draft prospects to give Brady one more run, or just give us one more run with Brady. It's a better way to phrase it. That'd be good. We made it look not as ugly in the end, but ultimately still pathetic effort from the Patriots as they bounce in the opening round in the playoffs, 37-24 to the Houston Texans. Fuck. All right, Brady called it quits. I guess that Grier guy got in his head and told him just to, you know, hey, just start licking rocks. They'll preserve you in your life and get out of football. Just go on the beach, start licking rocks. Make that your new profession now. Oh, shit. So I kind of hope that it would all collapse, and the year that Brady decided to hang up, we had to have like a high, like a top 10 draft pick. We're going to pick like in the 20s, have no chance in hell of drafting really his successors this year. I don't think. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Like now, year 2 of this rebuild, we're hoping we can tank so we can get a high draft pick. Well, we have a lot of salary cap. Let's see who's available by a free agency. And for those of you that are wondering, the Jacksonville Jaguars won the Super Bowl by defeating the Atlanta Falcons. Or, didn't see him here. We're probably going to win the Super Bowl this year. Tom Savage, get in. All right, so we open free agency here. We got Trevor Williams. He's kind of a common suspect year one of free agency period, 25, 86. He always develops into the 90s. We've got him once before, and I am against using similar players. Like after every rebuild, I write down the players that I use because I do not want to become redundant. That was kind of one of the big reasons why I started doing the realistic rebuild, so I don't sign the same players every episode. But with how much of a talent drop-off we lost, we have to get any good players we can, and Trevor Williams is a scheme fit, so welcome him to the team. And of course, look at this. What he called giving us the silent treatment, Tom Savage. We don't know if, come on, Savage. Come on, Savage, sign the paper. There you go. Waits to the final week. That's a Tom Savage thing. He was probably partying down in Vegas, doing rails, and they said, yeah, just give me 1 day. He wanted to skip training camp or something like that. He's like, I'm just going to come in out of shape. Doesn't matter. Just throw darts anyway. So we have our franchise quarterback. Hey, let's get into the draft. This was tough. This was tough. At pick 1, I had to go on Discord. Had to go on Twitter. I was like, clearly, if we go with Savage as our quarterback, unless he plays like he did Madden 17, we have a fairly high pick that we can look at quarterback next year. You know, a Tugo Tagovailoa. You know, a Heisman candidate. But even though Ryan Finley might be a realistic option for the Patriots, we have an old Heisman candidate right here in Will Grier. So we're going to go with Will Grier. Will Grier will be the new starting quarterback of the New England Patriots. All B's across the board. You always kind of want to look for that A minus, great throw power. Don't suck. Don't suck. Oh. Oh, no. That's not good. That's 1 point above Tom Savage. Next up, we have that second-round pick that we picked up for Marcus Cannon. So I'm going to look at strong safety, get an upgrade over old, aging Patrick Chung. We're going to get the best strong safety in the class, Marvell Tell III from USC. 76 normal. That's an outstanding pick. And then the second round, I'm going to be honest with you, there's not a whole lot here in terms of guys that I've scouted. I mean, the defensive side of things, we look all right. So we're just going to grab a linebacker. We'll go Cam Smith from USC. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty much a Patriot fit, and he debatably will be our starting middle linebacker come day 1, and he is 74 normal. Well, we made our bed. We're gonna have to sit in it. This is Patriots did not have a backup for Brady, and hey, even though they're my draft classes, I forget, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if I would have remembered that Will Grier was only a 72 normal, if he had a nice little dev trait, that would have helped out a little bit, made it easier to make this move. But I would have waited for Tua. Next year, we'd suck with Savage. We'd get a high draft pick. Tua's really good. He's like the #1 quarterback in the class. All right, man. It's the Will Grier era. Things could. He's wearing that Tim Tebow number. Things could only get great. We got Marvell Tell, great pick. Cam Smith, great pick. We got this guy, Julian Love from Notre Dame, 74 quick. Alec Eberle, the center for Florida State, 73 star. This is something that maybe we want to try to remember for future draft classes where we actually need a center. I was just trying to fill up our depth chart because why not? Just get those guys locked up with draft picks so we can have more money to sign big free agents, starters. This guy could be very nice somewhere down the road. Just maybe we'll be able to flex him in somewhere else on the offensive line. Then this draft class was not very good, to be completely honest with you. All right, Will Grier, let's go. Turn it around. Just one big year. Get that dev trade up. We got to get his dev trade into a star, or else we're probably not going to see the results we want to see in this 4-year period that we have left. So that's priority number 1 is getting Will Grier's dev trade or dev trade, because I've been hitting the beer after this shit draft class. Let's get into it. Okay, here's our team. This is going to be ugly if you're a Patriots fan. So we're going Will Grier as our starter. We could do, the pro thing of putting Savage in there. But now more that I'm thinking about it, Savage taking Will Grier under his wing, I can get behind that. So we have a lot of slot wide receivers here. Braxton Berrios, Julian Edelman. We got Curtis Samuel by free agency. We'll see what he can do. Chase Hansen. Gronk's going to be our weapon. A lot of short passes. A lot of short passes for Will Grier is what we're going to be rocking with. O-line's very good. O-line, definitely the strength of this team. Defensively, well, we got a couple points here. So Cam Smith, we took him in the 3rd round. He will be starting. We got Marvell Tell. We're going to I'm not going to lie, I'm making the young kid the starter. Duron Harmon, we've actually thrown him up on the trade block. Surplus requirement at this point. We got Trevor Williams. It's gonna be a rough season. I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's so rough, we might have to take another quarterback next year. So let's get into it. Fingers crossed we could just develop Will Grier. All right, season's not going that great. 3-3. So let's just more so focus on what we can, and that is retaining our freak of nature at the tight end spot, Rob Gronkowski. Thank you very much, because we pretty much need Gronk to stay to help Will Grier's development. Devin McCourty, that's a lot of money for a guy that's 32. I feel like the fact that we have younger players behind him, maybe it's my Florida Gator bias kicking in. We can just get younger, man. That's the whole point of this Patriot rebuild, and it's the Patriot way. The Patriot way is when you get to a certain age, you're gone. There's no loyalty whatsoever. So with McCourty behind him, we have Duke Dawson with things like a 77. He's 24. That's just a lot of money. If McCourty wanted a one-year deal, I would lock that down. But he's going to hit that 4 or 5 point wall this offseason, be 86 another year, and then we're just going to lose all that potential development that we're going to have on Duke Dawson. So that's a tough one. I'm not going to completely eliminate it come the offseason. We might need to bring him back, but as of right now, a 2-year deal, not what I'm looking for. But when you look at the wide receiver spot, there's no one really there. We need Julian Edelman as long as we possibly can. We'll come back to the table because, you know, at his age, just put him at slot, doesn't need a whole lot of speed. Joe Tooney at guard. We got to keep this good offensive line together. These guys are being cheap assholes, but we'll come back to the table and hopefully lock them up long term. So we got enough XP here for new Belichick that it's Will Grier here, baby, so we're spending it on that QB training boost. We're going to make it work. I guarantee we're going to make it work. Maybe. All right, here we are at season's end in the Will Grier era. 10-6. Isn't that the same record we had last year? No bamboozle. Anytime we get something suspicious, gotta always prove no bamboozle, no Chip Kelly live stream rebuilds. Look, we almost choked it again with whatever the hell's going on with this sim. Look at that win streak. Utter dominance. It's this. It must be the scheme. There's something going on. But look, we got Will Grier here, 77, but he has +2 confidence. Look at that progression history. Got Offensive Rookie of the Year, made the Pro Bowl, plus that quick dev trait. So that is an excellent, excellent start. Because we're kind of making an environment for him to win. We spent pretty much every other XP. I want to show off this. Marvell Tell, though. You kind of look at it. Maybe not the best pick, knowing we have Harmon and Chung and stuff. Oh, don't worry. Just because he wins. What do we got? Progression history. Oh, quick dev. Check, check. Oh, made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. Check, check. Brilliant. So we're rocking and rolling here as we're going to take on the 9-7 Chiefs. But before that, we will look at the stats and then obviously spend that XP. Look at Will Grier. First year in the league. Leads in passing yards. 4,800 passing yards. I know I almost misquote this stat every time, but there you go. That is the most passing yards in a rookie's history. That is godly. 30 touchdowns, 14 picks. Those are the same numbers Brady pretty much had last year, if not slightly better. I think he has more yards and 1 less interception. No 1,000-yard rusher, but I like the touchdowns. 18 rushing touchdowns. Yup. Julian Edelman definitely helps out. 105 catches, 1,400 yards, 9 TDs. Curtis Samuel, we signed, is just a flyer free agent. 77 catches, 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Braxton Berrios, 650 and 7. Gronk, I don't know what's going on here, but not looking so hot. Kyle Van Noy, good God, man. 107 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, 2 picks. We might have to re-sign him. I don't think we've even offered a deal to him yet. Might need to go do that now. Duke Dawson, I was preparing him to take over the starting gig. I think he's up to an 80 overall. He was our starting slot corner, even though he's at safety. So that is going to be pretty decent. But Jesus Christ, hope to God I remember to extend Kyle Van Noy. I don't care what his overall is. Some guys will just play well in the sim, and Kyle Van Noy very much be that guy. I think he's like a 77 overall. Those are ridiculous numbers. So that being said, yearly awards, very quick. MVP went to Matt Ryan. For everyone that watched that Eagles-Falcons game, that's hilarious. Will Grier, number 5, year 1. I feel like the fact that there's no bamboo. I never bamboozle ever unless it's in a stream and it's very obvious. That's insane. This might be like one of the crazier years we've had for a rookie. Definitely so far in Madden. Offensive Player of the Year, Will Grier was the run. Just imagine if we won all these awards. He would have been Superstar Dev Trait after 1 year. You know, in reality, probably should be at least a star, but I don't think you can go up 2 Dev Traits in 1 season. Defensive Player of the Year, Rashawn Evans. Kyle Van Noy at number 5. Rookie of the Year clearly was going to go to Will Grier. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to TJ Edwards, with Marvell Tell coming in at number 2. But all in all, very, very good start. Don't care, win, lose, or draw in the playoffs. Very good start for the Will Grier era. But let's see what happens here against the 9-7 Chiefs. And also because it was kind of bugging me too, Will Grier has gone back to his college beard look, because I don't think he's ever not had a beard since he stopped taking steroids at the University of Florida. All right, let's get it, man. Will Grier in the playoffs. Let's see how the young buck does. I'm not gonna lie. It's the fact that we were the rookie. Give me one win. Give me that one hypothetical, metaphorical playoff cherry popped win to get that. Just, you know, no matter what happens, at least we have this experience. I don't think that matters at all in the sim, but for me, it does. As we turn it over in the red zone, which stings, and then Kansas City's able to go down and punch some points in before the half. It looks like they're gonna kind of start to run away with it here, but let's show some fight, team. Show some fight, and we're going down to the wire. Our defense is kind of falling flat here a little bit, but look at that. We made it a 3-point game. Come on, clutch Will Grier. Oh, we punt it. Oh, and we get the ball back. A minute 55 for Will Grier to make some history. Either take it to OT or win the game outright. And we're going to... What? We're going to do nothing. I guess it was 4th down, and we missed a 40-some-yard field goal. Okay. Phenomenal. It's like that Muppet song. Banana. Phenomenal. Even that's not what it is. This is Banana, but all right, whatever. We weren't even expecting playoffs this year, so it's just water on the bridge. It's getting year 3. All right, so we have a whole lot of money in free agency, but of course all the big dogs are not what we're looking for. Zeke Elliott's there, not a Patriot player. Not getting Zeke Elliott on my team. So we're looking at Will Lutz, because I assume we lost that playoff game because we can't make a field goal with a 70 kicker with a mullet. So we're going to go Will Lutz. Suat Cravens, we're going to sign him and move him to inside linebacker, where if he doesn't get a boost, he probably should still hover around that 80, which is what we need. And then just Correa here for depth. Not pretty, but... You know what? Next year's free agency, guys, we're going to have so much Skrilla. All right, so here is our draft recap after hitting on all our targets in free agency. Good draft for us. So we traded out of the 1st round, which was a late pick. There's no one there. So next year's draft should also be fairly stacked. But we had a really good front end, not great back end, so like a chick with a flat ass or something like that. So in the 2nd round, we had Kenny Willekes from Michigan State. This guy's an absolute stud in real life, so it was easy that this is the guy we got. 79 from Michigan. Shout out to Pam Crow. Very versatile playmaker. Probably will start at us for right outside linebacker. I don't even know who our starter is right now. That's how well I know this team. Then we had a couple wide receivers I was looking at. So first up was this guy, Jordan Meyer. Not a real player. We just left him as is, 75. You know, just more so a depth guy. Kind of whiffed here on a tight end, trying to use some tight end cheese. I didn't have any scouted, but Gronk is slowly starting to regress a point or two. I think that cliff's going to hit pretty soon. So we should start thinking, you know, life beyond Gronk, and this guy's probably not the answer. But here is a great prospect. 4th round. This is probably my best mid-round value so far. We got T. Higgins from Clemson. This guy here is the potential to be the next great Clemson wide receiver in the NFL. DeAndre Hopkins. You got Sammy Watkins. You got others that I'm probably glaringly missing because they're Mike Williams. They're pretty much wide receiver U. I already know, like I have a gut feeling I'm missing a massive guy that I just can't think of. But T. Higgins is that damn good. Star Dev 78. Now I've seen some better picks on Twitter, but this is still good enough for me. Not a scheme fit, but the fact that he's 6'4", 210, 91 speed. You got all hot mid-80s catching attributes. Good God. Gigonked. We got our big-time playmaker. This could be the combination that we've been looking for Will Grier on the outside. So good draft class, good offseason. Let's get into year 3. All right, let's look at this. Really, this is our first real look at a decent-looking post-Brady Patriots. So we have Will Grier here, 79. White is 85. Sony Michel, 81. We still got Julian Edelman holding on. T. Higgins, Braxton Berrios, Curtis Samuel. Lots of depth, not a lot of proven receivers. So we have offensive lines outstanding. Gronk's in 96. I feel like this is going to be the last year before he hits that like 4-point drop-off. Here's a defense looking pretty nice, man. Nothing too drastically. Duke Dawson, 82, taking over for what the fuck's his name? Devin McCourty. We got Willekes starting at right outside linebacker. Suat Cravens moving from safety to linebacker. He was an 81. He got 1 skill point during the preseason, so now he's up to an 82, which was his grade at strong safety. Marvell Tell's up to an 81. I'm liking it. I'm liking it, man. If we made the playoffs last year, I mean, if Madden Sim doesn't bend us over, we should only continue to keep making the playoffs. So that is going to actually be our season goal. Let's set our season goal for the first time of making the playoffs. As we're here at the midseason point, 3-3. So maybe this is the wall that we're going to hit, I guess. This is going to be the year, I guess. I don't know. Sim's kind of frustrating, but 3-3 is not that bad. It's not like we're not 0-6 or 1-5. we're still well in the race here for the AFC East, because it's always going to be kind of shit. So that is a saving grace. We got only really 1 skill point so far for Will Grier. How much? Are we close to another one? Probably hit. I mean, unless he really steps it up, we might be 82 by the end of the year. Probably 81. And this might be the last year we have Julian Edelman, which is not ideal, but it's what it is. So as we look at signings, David Andrews, yep, we'll just offer him right away because he's the 100% clear, yep. Oh, and he's an asshole about it. So at the running back spot, kind of interesting. We have James White, and we still have Sony Michel. I don't know, but we have a lot of cap room. That's my issue. We have a lot of cap room. We haven't spent it. I feel like with James White, what we're going to do here is we're going to let him go to free agency, and we might have to pay a little bit more if there's no one else there. But I feel like with Michel, I think Michel's an 81. He's younger. Give him the starting role. I think he can definitely grow and develop up to where James White is, considering the age difference. We don't have a replacement for Hightower yet, so I definitely want to bring him back. And that's pretty much, maybe Derek Rivers on a 1-year deal as a rotational guy. We'll see if we'll take this just for some depth. All right, nice. So yeah, we'll bring back Hightower and get Andrews locked up, and maybe look at bringing back James White in free agency. Oh shit, we got into the playoffs. That Week 17 game that we're able to beat the Jets 26-16. That was for the division. 9-7, 2-way tie, but that is our 3rd straight AFC East title. Poor Jets. And we take on the 9-6-1 Texans again. Okay. Okay, I see you. How many points do we get for... Oh, +3 Will Grier, +3 Isaiah Wynn. That's it. That kind of stings a little bit, but what do we go for Will? Pro Bowl? 2 Pro Bowls and Dev increase. Awesome. That's pretty dope. I'm glad this is working out. So 9-7. Looking at the stats, pretty damn good for Will Grier. 4,600 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 12 picks. So he's cutting down on the turnovers. Running attack is still... receiving attack, Julian Edelman has been a god. 103 catches, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns. Gronk a little bit better. T. Higgins, our rookie, 760 and 3. It's not bad. Defensively, Suak Cravens, our free agency signing, 109 tackles, 7 TFLs, a sack and a half, 2 picks. That's pretty dang good. 13 sacks, 12 and a half 12 TFLs for Hightower. 16 tackles for loss, 10 and a half sacks, Trey Flowers. 17 tackles for loss here from Malcolm Brown. Interceptions are not terrible, acceptable. Yearly awards, MVP went to Ezekiel Elliott, with Will Grier coming in at numero 5. I think that was Offensive Player of the Year. Will Grier coming in at 4. Defensive Player of the Year went to Denzel Perryman. Dante Hightower at 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year. T. Higgins coming in at 3. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think we're going to have anybody. Don't matter. Will Grier's a monster. And we going to bring it to the Texans. 3rd time's a charm. Let's get our first playoff win of the series. Right? Come on. Not looking good. Not looking great. Not looking good either. Come on. Oh, come on. Now we made a field goal. That giving Will Lutz that free agent kicker money is paying dividends a little bit. Look at nailing field goals left, right, and center. It's a thing of beauty. Oh, hit another one. Yes! That's what you want. If I'm paying $12 million for a free agent kicker, he better kick field goals to make up just for the disappointing sim. Or we just turn it over in the fucking red zone when you have a chance to make this game competitive. Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta be like, you know, we're gonna make you just be unbearable. We'll make you make the playoffs every year, but you're not gonna have a legit shot until you actually take a long approach in year 5 of having to do every single game yourself. Heaven forbid something comes easy for me in a rebuild. All right, year 4, let's go. And of course, there's no one here that's a fix for our team. We have running backs, corners, defensive line. That's where our team is actually looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna get, start planning for win. I'm gonna have to inevitably take over this team year 5. Chris Godwin's probably been my favorite wide receiver so far in this game. If you've tuned into any of my Twitch streams, you'll know he's unstoppable. He's so overpowered. So it'll be very nice if we can land him. And I guess, have a big year 5 free agent period. We can just spend all of our money, I guess. Wait a minute. All right, we got Godwin, but Julian Edelman retired. And Gronk took a 5-point regression. Oh. Oh, well, I guess since we're here, let's look at where we're getting ready for the draft. I mean, maybe, I don't know if there's a beast wide receiver to get a third one. I mean, that could be an option. Tight end, because Gronk still will probably be like 85 in year 5. So a wide receiver could be nice. A linebacker, even though we drafted a linebacker high, if there's a really good one. Other than that, there's like no holes on this team. 93 offense, 89 defense. We're pretty much in a BPA right now. Maybe look at bringing in another running back. It's a good spot. We're in a good spot. All right, just coming in live to show you my draft board. Nothing, no surprise, but this guy here looks scary. Second round talent, second round grade, first round talent. All great skills, 40 reps on the bench press, 4.90 40-yard dash. You don't even really need a D tackle, but at 6'6", 311, too good to pass up. 81 quick, Fisher Bailey, 92 strength, 83 block shed. Oh, this guy's a monster. Welcome, Fisher, if that is your government name. Quick draft recap, because we had a lot of draft assets. This was just a shitty draft, man. There was no one there. I didn't really want to keep trading back picks. I mean, we did get some value. Obviously, this guy's an outstanding pick. Fisher Bailey. What was he? I don't know. You can't tell what their best, when they say, oh, it's #1 ranked, because it's glitched right now. But look at this, man. Second round, we got Chance Cleveland, wide receiver, New Mexico State. 73 overall, but he's a star dev, which is pretty decent. Your Patriot white wide receiver. Got to keep the tradition alive. And I thought for sure these guys are going to be way better than what they were. Martz and Kowalski. We got Martz more so as a power back to complement what we have now in Sony Michel. But, yeah, we add in Chris Godwin. We add in a guy like Fisher Bailey. Could be worse. Getting to year 4. So, just a quick recap of our team and the changes. No more. Julian Edelman decided to hang up the gloves, so we brought in Chris Godwin, who's a user god for me. And really, what's that, a 1-point downgrade from what we had in McCaffrey, and he's only going to get better. Sony Michel is going to be our lead back after we let James White go to free agency. Outside of Gronk regressing, the offense is definitely much better. T. Higgins has been developing nicely, too. He's an 84 on the outside. 93 offense. Defense is a 91. Trey Flowers, pretty good. I don't think there's going to be anyone that gets that 99 club on this team. No one's going to be getting their gold cleats and gloves. Maybe Trey Flowers, but he's not developing quick enough. So, I mean, team's still really, really good. Linebackers, pretty much the only disappointment right now would be Cam Smith's development. I think we've got Cam Smith one time before in a rebuild. Can't remember which one. It was one of the first or second one. He did not develop in that one either. Should have remembered. But we got a good team here. Again, hopefully we don't lose in the first round to the Texans. Again, that'd be great. So we will set our goal once again to make the playoffs. Midway point, 6-2, man. We're firing on all cylinders. We are first in the East, not surprising. And we beat the Texans. So if we see them in the playoffs, maybe we could actually beat them or not. But who knows? Look at that contract extensions. Isaiah Wynn, this guy's an absolute animal, man. He's always in the 90s. We're going to make sure we don't lose him. We don't really have an immediate replacement for Gilmore, so we'll see if we can get him back in a 1-year deal. Duke Dawson is developing brilliantly. Got that. When do you get that star dev bump? I don't know when he got that, but sure, we'll take that and get him come back. Thank you very much. Sony Michel needs you come back. Thank you very much. Other than that, we're just going to hammer out a very expensive deal for Isaiah Wynn, and then we're good for our in-house signings as we definitely look at making another playoff run here. End of year 4, I hope to God we got a bye and we don't have to play the Texans again. We finished with a very good 14-2. I didn't even matter. We could have went 7-9 and would have won the goddamn division. Man, it must be nice being in the East. But our team's terrifying. 97 offense, 95 defense. I knew that the fact that we could not have to draft or worry about the O-line, this was going to be not an easy rebuild, but was not going to be a, oh my God, our team dog shit, and we have to build through free agency. Because a lot of times it's more so trying to find and chase the dragon, if you will, of getting a great O-line, which we already had on this team. We just had to let them develop, let them grow, just water the seeds. Will Grier's up to a 92 overall, so congrats on that, man. We thought we got a 7. That's up, what's that, plus 20 in 3 years? 2 years? 3 years? Yeah. Hell yeah. You think you might hit a shit? You might. Oh, you got dev trait boost. Every year, his dev trait went up. 3 straight Pro Bowls. Beautiful, man. Sometimes you can just develop a quarterback, and other times you can develop a quarterback and be the New England Patriots. Huh? So looking at our stats on the year, Will Grier is pretty much just copy and paste what his stats are every year. 4,700 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 picks. 1,000 yards for Sony Michel. Look at this guy, Mert, 16 rushing touchdowns. All right, that was a good draft pick out of Villanova because he's really tough. Chris Godwin, 88 catches, 1,100 yards, 8 TDs. T. Higgins, almost 808. Braxton Berrios, 1,107. 703 from Gronk. We didn't even extend Berrios. Feel like maybe we should do that. Defensively, 124 tackles. Suat Cravens, 7 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, 2 picks. That's a huge year from him. 11 sacks from Hightower. We're not getting very much sacks from the defensive front, but they're getting their tackles for loss. They're doing their job against the run. I just would have assumed Trey Flowers from what I've expected from him in the sim. Then again, when I have used him, it's in a 4-3, not a 3-4. He's usually a guy that can get like 12 to 15 sacks a season. 5 picks from Marvell Tell. Again, head-scratching pick. I guarantee some of you Patriot fans out there, why'd you draft a safety? We have Chung. We have Harmon. This is why. This guy's a stud. Quick look at the yearly awards. MVP went to Le'Veon Bell. Will Grier was the runner-up. We might be able to hit that at some point and make the official Brady successor story a reality. Will Grier was 3rd in Offensive Player of the Year. Voting Defensive Player of the Year went to Suat Cravens. That was an excellent signing. So for all you guys that need a linebacker, he is a strong safety. He can move to linebacker. I think he was actually drafted as a linebacker for the Redskins. Hightower here, number 4. I like it, man. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ishmael March with his 16 touchdowns, clearly. Defensive Rookie of the Year, no one there because we didn't draft particularly well on the defensive side of the ball. I swear to God, if we're playing the Texans, I'm going to lose it. Oh, it's the Ravens. It's the 8-6-2 Ravens. We're going to get stomped. 14-2 Patriots, 8-6-2 Ravens. This is where the sim goes. Oh, boy, upset. Let's get that upset. And it's year 4, so we can't take over. Let's get into this ass kicking. Right on. This is going to be ugly, I feel. It's going to be ugly. We're settling for field goals, and they are just shit-pumping our defense. We might win, man. I don't want to knock the sim too much, but I'm just going to say we're a team with a 97 offense, 95 defense. I think this Ravens base overall is like an 86. So we should destroy them. In all realities, we should destroy them, but that's often not the case this year. But let's remain optimistic. Let's not be so damn negative here. Let's wake up on the right side of the bed, even though it's 1 a.m. in the morning. And I need to go to bed. And we get the win. Hey! Thanks, Sim. Appreciate it. Will Grier, 270 and a touchdown. Sony Michel, 103 yards. Okay. We're moving on. All right, we're in the AFC Championship. Let's go. Patriots, Steelers. Now, this is I've never seen this matchup before in the AFC Championship. Pretty evenly matched. I think our base is a 93. I think the Steelers are a 91. So, you know, it's not going to be a robbery if we lose, but I still feel confident we should be able to get the job done here because history repeats itself. But we're not playing well defensively. We're down 7. It'd be nice if we can get a little score here before half. We're settling for the field goal. At least we're making our field goals. That signing of Will Lutz has been pretty low-key for our team. And there we go. There's the shabam, the 2-touchdown shabam that we are often very much victim to. Quick touchdowns everywhere, and then I think we just turned it over in the red zone. We turned it over the red zone. That was the dagger. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Losing the championship to the Steelers. Real great. Did he have a pick? I think he had a pick. 2 picks. That's not good enough. Not good enough when you're a 9. What is he? 92? Not good enough. Let's go into year 5. I knew. Hey, how did I know I was got to go into a year 5 and play all the games myself for my team to have a chance of winning? Gotta love Madden 19 Sim. We're going to splurge on one free agent, but it's going to be a good one. Bradley Chubb, 93. If we don't get him over the Bills, then I don't know what to tell you. This game's broken. Here's a look at our draft. Wasn't bad. Wasn't great. Got a lot of solid depth. First round, terrible pick. 72 quick wide receiver. I'm not going to lie. We had no needs. We had 0 needs. So I was just like, all right, let's just see if I can have an impressive looking draft. 76 normal tight end. 74 normal corner. 75 normal corner. 75 normal tackle. And then the rest was just, I'm not going to lie, I simmed out the last pick. So most times in the year 5 for the draft, it's more so me just trying out different things, trying to find out more tips and tricks to maybe share with you guys in regards to drafting. All we need was Bradley Chubb, though, this offseason. Here's a look at our team as we set to enter a Super Bowl or a bust year. We're the best damn team in the division, again, by a mile. Will Grier's a 91, Michel 84, Godwin's an 89, Higgins 88, Gronk 87, Everyone on the offensive line is pretty much fringe 85 plus. Come on, Tooney. We'll have a chance at win, getting his gold gloves. Not +5 in a year is a little bit of a stretch. So we may have like a freakishly good team with no 99s, which is maybe a first ever. Really need to shout out to Bradley Chubb. Welcome to the squad. Duke Dawson develops amazingly. Just a tip and trick right there. All right, you know, we gotta do the damn thing. Let's get into it. All right, got another bye. Beautiful. Can we do the deal? Who knows? 97 offense, 99 defense, 95 base overall. We got no 90. Oh, so close. Is he close to getting a point? Nah, we're probably not going to have no gold gloves this episode. We'll Grier up to a 95, though. Anything is possible. Kevin Garnett with a quarterback. Just put your mind to it. Defensively, Bradley Chubb, 95. We kind of bought that, though. But Duke Dawson, Marvell Tell, Flowers, moving Brown to DN. That worked out well. Trevor Williams, 93. Good team, man. It's obviously great team. We went 12-4, won the East. Hey, the Dolphins showed a little bit of fight. Round of applause. Can we get the Dolphins for a team finishing in the East finally above 500? I think it's only the second time. Less passing yards for Will Grier, 4,000, 30 touchdowns, 11 picks. Again, it feels like it's just games copy and pasting what his stats were. Running the ball, 1,000 yards, 5 TDs from Michel, 10 touchdowns from Martz. Receiving, no 1,000-yard receiver. That's not really that great. Defensively, everyone had like a down year. What the fuck? 9 sacks, Hightower, old man still getting done. We paid all that money for Chubb, 69 tackles, lol, 13 tackles for loss, 6 sacks. I expect more than that. 6 picks. Trevor Williams, the only guy well, I guess in Will Grier, get to hold their heads high. Other than that, I mean, maybe judging by some of you guys, actually getting 1,000 yards with Michel is a pretty big deal too. But I mean, no one had flashy numbers, so I don't think we have a chance of Will Grier winning MVP. He did not. He came in at number 7 in the race, but we probably have Coach of the Year in Bill Belichick. Very nice. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Mariota. Will Grier's on there. Defense Player of the Year went to Miles Jack. We have no one. Sua Cravens made the list, and who gives a shit about these rookies? All right, who are we playing in the divisional round? Of course, we're gonna be playing it because heaven forbid the Sim actually can win it, make a super team win a Super Bowl. So let's get in against the 9-7 Cleveland Browns with, I assume, Baker Mayfield still at quarterback. Could be interesting. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there's a nice touchdown. T. Higgins, opening drive. I don't care what the Browns do. I know the Browns get super good in Sim. They're still the Browns to me, damn it, and we're going to spank them. Oh, that's a turnover. All right, offense coming back in. You know I'm going Godwin. No, we're going to send Sony Michel in motion. We're going to go right to Godwin. I'm staring him down right now. It's either going to be a pick or touchdown Godwin. Or we're going to run it in. We're going to go no huddle because I'm going to get a touchdown to Godwin. I'm going to force it in if I have to. Why do we keep having this? I don't want any of this shit to be happening. I don't like these play calls. Ah, there we go. Touchdown Godwin. And that's a glitchy hat. Come on, Madden. Look at his hair going through his head. What is that? Oh, let's go. I'll hit you with the play action cheese all day. No self-respect. That wasn't even crossers either. It was pretty close, but it wasn't the official actual play. Oh, that's embarrassing, Denzel Ward. Didn't you know Chris Godwin is a god as he misses the drop kick? 42-yard touchdown. Pats pull ahead. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! He's 5'10". You're 6'4". Oh, let's go. Game over. I was just trying to run the clock out, and Sony Michel decides to just jump in the end zone. And 35-23, the Patriots are moving on. We got what? 330, 4 touchdowns. I think we had 2 picks. Whatever, it's fine. Nice little duel between Grier and Mayfield. Grier wins this one. We're going to the championship game. Oh, fuck me. We're playing the Jags. That is my second drive. I've been sacked 4 times already. -8 yards offense. That seems about right. All right, so I've been sacked 6 times in the first half. 4th and 9. I gotta try this PA crossers. I ran it once before. It worked. Maybe, hey guys, welcome to the rebuild of the Patriots. As also, YouTube challenge. Can I win a game just running PA crossers? Because I can't do anything else right. Underthrown. Underthrown, and it's still a touchdown. All right, I'm not running another play that's not that crossers play for the rest of this game. Oh, man, that crossers play. It's like you're going to see the same highlight over and over again. Oh, guess what play? Suck it. I've been sacked 9 times. If you're going to cheese me with my 95 offense getting sacked, and like my offense is a 60 overall offense, 2 can play at this fucking game, Sim. All right? Oh, he still made the play on that? And is that a first down? Fresh set of downs, baby. Now it's time to go to the real play. Look at my God. Guess what one player's benefited from this? But what the pros don't know, what the guys that use the cheese plays don't know, C4 specials, unstoppable. I don't know if Sony Michel can run it properly. I hope to God he can. Oh, and he can. Oh, and he will. Let's go. Oh, no, he didn't. Game over. Oh, no, he didn't. Game over. That was a C4 special, too, by the way. How to beat the cheesy Jags who sack you on any other play that's not PA crossers? Oh, just mixing a little C4 special. And that's game, baby. Moving on, 36. I think that was 36-34, 36-33. Don't matter. We're going to the Super Bowl. Hopefully, I don't have to get dirty. But I'm getting ready. If we lose this rebuild, I'm not going to rage out. There's going to be an important message. But if we win this rebuild, we'll probably go. Oh, yeah, that's Blake Bortles' numbers. See? Well, AC4, why do you got to fucking run PA crosses at T. Higgins so he gets 10 catches for 326 yards? Oh, just because Blake Bortles will throw for 4 touchdowns on my 99 defense, and I will get sacked because my offense is obviously Swiss cheese. I will get sacked how many times? Does it show the scoring summary? I'm going to double check this. Okay, 4, 7, 8, 9. I'll get sacked 9 times. Going to the Super Bowl. Hate the sim so much. So this is awkward. The game that I captured for the Super Bowl, it was corrupt. So we won the Super Bowl 41-10. I mean, we didn't miss a good one, you know. And I guess ultimately this all should come down to a sim, right? It should come down to simulation experience. We dominated 41-10, as you can see. Will Grier went off 330 yards, 3 touchdowns. Russell Wilson did nothing. Sony Michel 2 rushing touchdowns. Might have been C4 specials. Higgins went off. He was monster. So we won a Super Bowl. That is a successful rebuild, but I feel like because there's no gameplay of the Super Bowl, I'm going to give you guys one more season. We're going to go one more year with the Patriots just because I feel bad just ending on a, well, the game crashed. So let's get into it. All right, so free agency. We couldn't retain Trevor Williams. Did not want to extend a contract because I didn't bother contract negotiating anyone. So we got everyone back except Trevor Williams. And we let Trent Brown and Danny Shelton go just because we have better, cheaper upgrades. One upgrade will be Larry Allen, who we will make our new right tackle if he signs. Then we're just straight up, you know, spending all of our available salary cap. Hopefully we can land these dudes and make back-to-back, make it a dynasty. Well, Gronk retired, so as you can tell by our draft, I'm not going to lie, I simmed it after this. We need a tight end. These are the 2 top tight ends in the class. Neither one are amazing. Neither one probably won't even start, but, you know, maybe we're trying to recreate what they had in Gronk and Aaron Hernandez once upon a time by investing so heavily in the tight end position. As we go into the rear overtime of a year 6, how this team shapes up, I mean, offensive line is starting to regress a little bit. We might actually get a 99 here and win, but everyone else that was in the mid-80s is low 80s. Still very strong offensive line. No more Gronk, which sucks. Skill position players, though, Godwin and Higgins are monsters. Will Grier's a 95, Michel 85, 93 base offense, 95 base defense. Only real change is, you know, we got rid of Gilmore. We upgraded him with Carlton Davis. No more Danny Shelton. We're finally getting to use this monster Fisher Bailey that we drafted a couple years ago. Chubb's a monster. Duke Dawson's our safety combination. I've actually been having good luck with safeties. In these rebuilds, that might be like the best spot we've been able to build on the defense is the 2 safety spots. So let's go defend this title, man. Let's defend this title and make it to the Super Bowl again. He got his wings. Isaiah Wynn got his 99 wings. Congratulations, Mr. Wynn. You've been a very impressive player ever since you came out the university at Georgia. As the Patriots are heading back into the playoffs, 12-4, winning the East again. Mr. Grier, best performance of his career, 4,400 yards, 38 touchdowns, 9 picks, 1,200 yards, 7 TDs from Michel. He's putting it together. Godwin, not a bad year, but look at Higgins. 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. This guy's a godsend. Almost 1,000 yards and 6 TDs for Berrios. Yeah, that guy did. I'm not going to lie, but McClure put us to the same stat line that Gronk has gone the 5 years previous. Defensively, 124 tackles, 12 TFLs, 7 sacks, 2 picks from Craven's monster year. Bradley Chubb, 18.5 sacks. Good God. We wouldn't have had this if we hadn't messed up the recording, you know? Or, well, let's put all the blame on Madden, not me. Runner-up for MVP is Will Grier. That's pretty much as far as we got to check it out. Let's find out who we're playing in the playoffs, and hopefully we don't crash out in the first round and have a big old rage fest. First up, the 9-7 Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, let's go, man. We're you know, Will Grier's best career of his year. He's like Brady, like a fine wine. He's only getting better with age. We got a 99 overall defense. You know what that means? They're going to play like it, right? Well, we're settling for 2 field goals right off the bat, but luckily the Steelers' offense has had 1 burst. Oh, there they go. Quick scoring offense. So let's just control the clock as we turn it over in the red zone and walk away with no points on the board. And now it looks like the Steelers have a lot of confidence entering the second half with that 1-point lead. We're able to make it. Oh, and the 2-point conversion. Very nice. Very nice play there. Tied up 21 apiece in the 4th quarter. Patriots are pressing. They get the touchdown they need. 2 minutes or so to go. We need to maintain the lead. And we punt it to the Steelers, who don't get it. And that's game. 28-21. Classic battle. 330, 3 touchdowns here from Will Grier as random McGiveafuck didn't do shit for the Steelers. As we are moving on. Good game for Michel, too. Almost 100 yards on the ground as we are going to the AFC Championship ball game. All right, now I'm actually extra glad we got to try this one more time because we get to avenge our history of losses. I think it was 3 straight playoff losses to the Houston Texans. Well, we're a different team, all right? And we still can't score a touchdown in the red zone to save our lives. Come on. We got to get the monkey off our back here. Nice touchdown there. Can we get a nice little lead before halftime? We do. 2 points. Is that enough? Florida Gators, 2 points. Anybody? All right. No, it looks like for whatever reason, the Patriots cannot beat the Texans in the playoffs. We can tie them, though. Oh. Oh. We kick the field goal. Oh, come on. Surely they're not going to score, right? Surely they're not going to get a touchdown, though, right? They're going to get a field goal and send it to overtime. Oh, they get a touchdown. Oh, we're coming in here. We cannot lose 4 out of 6 times we make the playoffs to the Houston Texans. You know what I'm going to do? You know what play we're going to call? We're going to go to play type. We're going to go to play action. And we're going to find crossers. And then we're going to look for number 12. Oh, it actually used to be Higgins. Why not Godwin? Okay, here we go. We have 1. Oh, it's inches, too. This is a risk. This is a risk. And it pays off. Oh, come on. There's no way Godwin does not. I think it was a linebacker. There's no way Godwin does not run away from that linebacker. All right, we're not going to go crossers to try to win it. We'll just go with something that's been cheesy for a decade. Oh, my God. This has to be in the end zone, though. I don't know if the slants was the right call here. Crossers probably was still the right call. I mean, oh, one-handed! One-handed catch. T. Higgins. I think that was T. Higgins or Godwin. Either or. That was a thing of beauty. Let's get a replay of that. One-handed. I thought for sure that was a pick. That was a terrible throw. It waited in the air for years. One-handed. Odell. Chris Godwin is a god. Oh, that was glitchy. Everything about that was cheese. Don't care. We're taking the win. We're going back to the Super Bowl. 34-31. Suck it, Bill O'Brien. What a duel between Watson and Grier, though. All right, we're the Super Bowl against the 9-7 LA Rams, and they get a safety. Oh, my God. What is this, Super Bowl, whatever the Broncos-Steelers one was? All right, we're not playing well. We are not playing well at all. Let's get in that Brady. Let's get some of that, you know, like in Space Jam where you drink the Michael's stuff. Let's get some of Brady's secret stuff here. Maybe from Mexico by way of Lane Johnson's stuff. Oh, man, we're getting bodied. We're getting bodied. Can't do anything. Field goals only, I guess. Field goals only? Well, at least we won the we actually won the Super Bowl, and then we also got to avenge our demons this little overtime year against the Houston Texans with some ridiculousness as fix your hat, Belichick. Oh, come on, Madden. That's just lazy. We lost the second. We made it to 2 Super Bowls. We won one. You lost one. Grier was not good at all. This was an embarrassing performance. But hey, might as well end it on an embarrassing performance. But still, overall, it was a successful rebuild. Even though you guys didn't get to see it was a slaughter. It was a slaughter. That whatever highlight you got from that Texans thing was better than anything you saw in the Super Bowl. So, thank you guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the Patriots realistic rebuild as we're back into the win column here. As always, if you know what team you want me to rebuild next, let me know in the comment section below. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow leaps and bounds here in Madden 19. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well, you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like, who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me.